since I got out in December. The transition has been up and down. I have had support, whether it's family or from vet centers or from the VA, but it's still transitioning because you still get nervous.
I was in uniform, had my Samsonite two-suiter that I bought in the PX in Saigon. Got to the airport and encountered probably 24 anti-war protesters. But I walked past these people, and you know what bothered me was not the protesters. What bothered me was all the other people that just looked at me like they were embarrassed for me. They were ashamed. And that's what bothered me. I got on the plane. My wife picked me up at O'Hare. Got home, took my uniform off, never put it back on.
My folks, I remember, gave me a party where they had invited all the friends that I had known from the childhood people that I had grown up around in the neighborhood. And these are people that had written me and sent me packages in Vietnam. But I remember I just really wasn't ready to meet them or greet them or talk about what had gone on. I remember I had wanted to come home so badly and things to get back to normal, and when I came home, things weren't normal.
You didn't talk about it. You just came home and became a civilian. And if it came up, then you would say, oh yeah, I was in Vietnam, end of discussion. Unless you were talking to a fellow Vietnam veteran. Then there was an immediate camaraderie there that you had something in common and you could talk to somebody else.
We came back home to the world, you know. We came back home to the land where nothing's going on, nothing's wrong, everything's samey every day. You know, people going to work, coming home, cookouts in the backyard. You're sitting there trying to act normal, you know. And so I never told anybody, you know, until I spoke with my dad that evening. Yeah. And it's the first time somebody hugged me about it. And got it. They understood.
War is not a picnic. It's not what you see in most of the movies. And you're away from everybody you love for a long period of time. And you know, all you live for is to come home.
As far as I'm concerned, the service has repaid me by giving me an education.
I did my part. I did everything they told me to do. And very few people had the experience that I had. I had a lot of fun with some good guys.
Looking back on those 13 years that I served, I loved it. I learned so much, I wouldn't have changed a thing.
It's something that you're proud to do, you're happy to do. And I'll always remember my days that I served.
3 years that I spent in the Navy meant a lot to me. I learned a lot of respect, a lot of responsibility. I got to see the world. I enjoyed myself, met a lot of people, and it was an all-around pleasant experience for me.
Like my papa, he was in Vietnam, so we kind of have that relation as to me being in Iraq and Operation Enduring Freedom as well. I kind of have somebody I can talk to and lean on and be able to share experiences with.
I think the military experience is with a veteran every day of his life. It makes us more humble, more caring, and probably better citizens.
You just have a greater appreciation for what you have here, and that's an experience I'd never give up, and if I could do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
It's a great experience. I think I learned more in my military life that I did in my last year of high school.
The Vietnam veteran is not living as long as the World War II veteran, but that don't mean I can't live, and that's what I want to do is live, and let these guys know that I'm out here still carrying on the legacy.
At the end of the day, Antonio, who's only 19, is still my baby boy. And the day I saw him get on the plane, just realized, and it hit me, that the next 8 years, he was going to turn into this man and embark on this new adventure in the military. And it just was overwhelming, but yet exciting. And I am excited for him.
I happened to meet a lady who was from France, and we got talking, and she said, have you ever been to Paris? And I said, yes. I was there several times, during and after World War II. Oh, she said, you were in the war? I said, yes. Well, she came up to me with her husband and 2 kids, and they all hugged me and thanked me for for giving them back their country. That's very meaningful, There's a lot of good in this world, and we don't always see it, but it's there.
My service allowed me to be the person that I am now, and helped me realize that I can make a difference. I know how to plan, I know how to execute, I know what it takes to dig down deep and make difficult decisions. And I'm appreciative for that. And I think that's why veterans are some of the most amazing individuals that you can possibly work with, because they understand what dedication is.